Hello again, everybody. I'm Paul the Nitro Skivers, and welcome to this very special edition of the Delaware Pro Wrestling Report. Last night, Rampage Pro Wrestling, as you can see on my t-shirt, had their Winter War at the Agricultural Museum here in Dover last night. And here are the results from last night's show. It was sold out. 150 people were there at the Agricultural Museum. Before I start the results, I want to thank the Delaware Agricultural Museum for hosting Rampage Pro Wrestling. They did an excellent job in hosting us. Thank you very much. Now let's begin the results. First bout was a triple threat match as Lee Brando battled Dangerous Danny Hod and Holiday, and Hod was declared the winner at 4 minutes 21 seconds in the opening bout in that triple threat matchup. Then Jay Cortez came out after the national anthem was played and told a couple things. First, the first Open Challenge champion will be crowned that night, as PJ Parker was going to meet the Funky White Boy. Well, he also informed us that Robbie E, of course, was not going to be there because of circumstances beyond our control. So he announced also a surprise, a new general manager in Sir Styles. That's right, Stevie Ray Styles' brother, Sir Styles. And Sir Styles comes out and says that Stevie Ray turned his back on him and betrayed him in a match in Pennsylvania. That leads to Stevie Ray coming out there and said that there will be a triple threat match for the Rampage Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title if he has to buy into it. Well, later on the show we found out that his money didn't exactly get him far. In the next bout, Crazy Shay made his in-ring return here in Delaware as he battled the Baltimore Blonde, Aaron Anderson, I believe his name is. Let me check right here. By the way, from my new USW magazine right here. By the way, you can pick this up at any event. Adam Armstrong, excuse me. Crazy Shay battled one half of the Baltimore Blondes, Adam Armstrong, to a no contest in 2 minutes and 10 seconds because of interference from the Fabulous Studs, who are a new team here. Unfortunately for Crazy Shay, Gun Show came up and saved Crazy Shay. That led to an impromptu six-man tag team match, which saw the Gun Show and Crazy Shay lose to the Adam Armstrong and the Fabulous Studs in 12 minutes and 41 seconds of an exciting six-man tag team matchup. Then in the fourth bout of the night, very entertaining tag match which saw Brutal Bob Evans of Ring of Honor and the Tough Guy Tim Hughes defeat Omen Rockshaw and the Green Machine Michael Orlando in 15 minutes and 21 seconds. Great tag team matchup, plenty of energy, plenty of excitement there. I love Brutal Bob Evans and Tough Tim Hughes. Just a great team. As a matter of fact, if the New Day want to look for competition, they can find it in Brutal Bob Evans and Tough Guy Tim Hughes. Speaking of tag teams, the next bout, a six-man tag team matchup, saw the new combination of the Coalition, Drew Bronson, the last real gentleman in professional wrestling, team up with Alistair Conrad and Johnny Cross with their manager Rich Stein as they battled the Riot City's Most Wanted. Matter of fact, another team that the New Day can probably lose to. And in the end, the Riot City's Most Wanted scored the win in 14 minutes and 44 seconds. I would love to see a match between the New Day and Riot City's Most Wanted. That would be a great matchup. Next up, the Open Challenge Championship. PJ Parker defeated the Funky White Boy in 6 minutes and 22 seconds because of an outside distraction by the Bearded Villain. You know who he is. After a roll-up. After that, Funky White Boy attacked Parker with a chair and let the villain, the Bearded Villain, come in the ring, and the Bearded Villain began running down PJ Parker's family and saying that he's a coward and that he wanted to challenge him for the Open Challenge Championship right then and there. PJ Parker accepted it. at that moment, but unfortunately it was a bad call as the bearded villain defeated PJ Parker in 43 seconds to become the brand new RPW Open Challenge champion. Then in the 8th bout of the night, 410 Massive defeated South Philly's Finest, who were making their debut in 16 minutes and 41 seconds. After the bout, 410 Massive issued a challenge to Ryan Vox and Ian Cross at the next Rampage show. We'll see whether Mr. Vox and Mr. Cross will accept the challenge. Should be a pretty awesome tag team matchup between those two teams at the next Rampage show. When that will be, I don't know as of right now. After that was an intermission for 15 minutes. Then after the 15-minute intermission, the RPW title was on the line as Muddy Waters battled Sinister X, and the third partner, the mystery opponent, was Jimmy Jack Cash. Stevie Ray Styles had 2 positions bought into the triple threat match, that being Cash and Sinister X. Well, unfortunately, Jimmy Jack Cash proved to be a detriment to Sinister X, and in the end, Muddy Waters defeated Sinister X in 11 minutes and 12 seconds to become the first ever RPW Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations to Muddy. He definitely deserved that. And at the end, Jimmy Jack Cash revealed that he had a lucrative contract signed for many thousands and thousands of dollars and opportunity. And the first opportunity is he challenged Muddy Waters for the RPW title. We'll see whether that match is signed or not in the near future. We'll just have to wait and see. But congratulations to Muddy Waters, the first ever RPW Heavyweight Champion. And then in the main event, Kindred went one-on-one with Grey Wolf with an interesting added stipulation. The winner would get control of Rampage Wrestling. Stevie Ray Styles representing Kindred, Jay Cortez representing Grey Wolf. Great matchup. Originally, Kindred got the win with after Stevie Ray Styles interfered and hooked his leg and held onto it for a 3 count, but then Sir Styles, the general manager, comes out and says, "Hey, I saw it on a monitor in the back." The match restarted, and Grey Wolf picked up the win with a power slam at 14 minutes, 44 seconds. Jay Cortez maintains control of Rampage Pro Wrestling, and Stevie Ray Styles is out of here. And after the bout, a bit of revenge as Jay Cortez delivered a couple shots with the Singapore cane on Mr. Stevie Ray Styles and sent him scurrying on his way out of the Agricultural Museum. Well, that was the end of the card for Rampage Pro Wrestling. I do not know when the next date will be for Rampage Pro Wrestling, but when I do, you will know it right here. And Rampage Pro Wrestling, tremendous show. Winter War is now in the history books. Well, that's it for the special post-game report edition of the Delaware Pro Wrestling Report. Don't forget, the next Delaware Pro Wrestling Report will take place on December 30th, where I will name the top 10 moments of the year in Delaware independent wrestling, and I will name the Delaware Pro Wrestling Report's Wrestler of the Year. And don't forget, next weekend will be an all-new edition of the Nitro Quarter, and as an exclusive right here to this post-game report, I will reveal the lineup for the Christmas week marathon for the Nitro Corner. Big news next weekend from the Nitro Corner. Until next time, this is Paul the Nitro Skivers, and before I leave, we need to apologize for all the technical difficulties with the microphone system last night. Thank you for coming out. We really appreciate it on behalf of myself and Rampage Pro Wrestling. This is Paul the Nitro Skivers saying, so long, everybody.